Welcome to Nozawa. Now that you're here, I'd like to sit you down, run you through a bit of a town orientation, show you how to get around, and tell you about some of the more interesting things to do and see in the village. Now, Nozawa Onsen is a pretty compact village. Nothing in town from any of our properties is more than a 5 or 10 minute walk away. If you're starting even from down at Villa Nozawa, Lodge Nagana, or up at Kaya, as you're walking to the main street, you'll usually pass the post office. That's where one of the town's ATMs is, so be sure to duck in there and pull some cash out, as most restaurants, bars and shops in town don't accept credit card, so that's an important one to consider. As you reach the beginning of the main street, you'll notice that the road gets a little bit wider. You'll see a little bit more lights and action. You'll see Heaven Karaoke Bar down on the left-hand side, down towards the traffic lights. You'll see Foot Bar up at the top of the main street. Great little sports bar, usually showing some football on TV. Standing room only with some great local sakes. As you move further along, there's a little mini supermarket on the left-hand side, some great steamed dumplings on the right at St. Anton, and a good place to get coffee too. A little further on again, you'll see Tomiya, which is one of the beer, wine and sake shops. Often on the weekends, they're out offering mizuwa, one of the local sakes, to taste, so jump in and put your hand up to try. As you continue on, right to the end of the main street, you'll see Oyu, which is one of the big public onsens. This one's a really good reference point. It's a big, intricate carved building, looks a bit like a temple. It's well lit up at night, so it's a really good reference point, especially if you've had a sake or two and you're hopelessly lost. Most roads lead back to Oyu, so once you find it, turn around, go past the 2 bars, 1 block past the post office, and then either up the hill towards Kaya and Lodge Nagano, or keep on going back towards Villa Nozawa. So there are 13 free onsens in town, including Oyu. They're all open more or less from 6 AM till midnight. They're very basic, but they're a great way to soothe your muscles after a long day on the hill. Each little district in town owns and operates their own onsen, so the design, style, temperature of the water differs from onsen to onsen, but definitely get in and try them because they'll make you feel $1 million after a hard day on the hill. If you're having a day off the mountain and you're wandering around the village, it might be an idea to head over to the older part of town. Up and above Oyu, you'll find Kenmeiji Temple and Yuzawa Shrine in amongst the large Japanese cedar trees. Beautiful place to wander and a great place for shots. Just down from there is Ogama, which is the biggest hot spring in town. This one's not for bathing in though, it's only for cooking, as it boils up at 96 Celsius and you can really do yourself some damage if you test it with your toes. You'll see the local nanas and granddads in the afternoons and evenings boiling either nozawa na, corn, eggs, or any local vegetables they've pulled out from underneath the snow during winter, or any of the local mountain vegetables they've harvested up in the hills in spring and summer and autumn. Definitely a great sight to see, so make your way up there for sure. If you're staying at one of our self-contained properties, or at any of the lodges and you just need some drinks or snacks, in the middle of the main street you'll find a mini supermarket. Down near Nikao bus stop is a great butcher. A little bit further up, near Shinden, you'll find a well-stocked fruit and veggie shop. And down at the bottom of the village, you'll find Rainbow Supermarket. The biggest supermarket in town, but still not particularly big, but should have most things that you'll need for a short stay in Nozawa Onsen. For anyone unlucky enough to injure themselves or get sick while on holidays, there are 2 doctors resident in the village. There's an orthopedic surgery up near the ski resort, and if you happen to have a fall on the slopes, the ski patrol will transport you there. Otherwise, if you just need a checkup, the general practitioner is down near Chuo bus terminal. Now, other than the snow and the onsens, Nozawa is well known for its great food. There are 50 plus restaurants in the village, but a lot of them don't necessarily look like restaurants. So make sure you definitely check out the food guide available online. And when you're walking around the village, up and down off the main street and all around the lodges, you'll find little red lanterns, which usually signifies a small restaurant or izakaya, which is like a Japanese pub that serves food and snacks. You may not necessarily see a menu and know what's on offer, but open the door, go on in, say hi. You'll always be met with a warm welcome. And for those of us who can't wait more than a day without a good espresso, there's some really great coffee available now in town. Napa Cafe is a perfect little quiet stop off up near Ogama. Down in the middle of the main street you'll see St. Anton, but by far the best coffee in town I think is up at Mount Dock where our rental meeting point is, just in front of Nagasaki Gondola. So an easy stop off before getting your tickets and heading to the mountain, or a great midday stop after your first runs. Getting up to the mountain for a day skiing or snowboarding is really simple. For anyone staying lower in the village, there's a free shuttle bus that does a loop and delivers you to Car Park A, right next to Nagasaka Gondola Station. From most accommodation though, it is only a short walk up to the main ski road, and from there you can either step up onto the cat track and ski down to the bottom lifts, or walk up via the ski locker, collect your gear and make your way to the main gondola station. If you're staying down near Villa Nozawa, it's only a short walk up to the Karasawa ski area, where you can connect across and then ski down to Nagasaka Gondola Station. Nozawa Onsen Ski Resort is one of the larger single ski areas in Japan. There's 2 main gondolas, many chairlifts, no tow ropes, no pommers, so very easy to get around the mountain. The resort itself has 3 bottom valleys with beginner courses in them. The resort then rises very steeply, so a lot of the black runs are actually quite close to town. And then there's a big plateau in the middle where some nice beginner courses are, and then rises again to the intermediate courses at the top. So I recommend when you get to the gondola, get on it, ride it all the way to the end station at Yamabiko, and then from there you've got access to the whole mountain. Skyline, a beautiful ridgeline run all the way back down to the bottom of Karasawa, or you can turn left, head along Uena Taira, beautiful big long flat beginner course with some park equipment on it as well, some restaurants at the bottom and the top. But my favourite I think is Paradise, the next one down. Beautiful views over the valley, high speed quad lift that services 400 or 500 metres across in some points, and lots of great restaurants. From there, you don't have to go back up to download if you're a beginner. There is a top to bottom beginner course called the Forest Trail, and that will take you down through the side valley and funnel you all the way down to the bottom of the Hikage ski area, where you can connect back to the Nagasaka side if you're staying over there, or take the U road down through the village and wander home. Right at the top of the mountain, up in the Yamabiko ski area, there are not too creatively named A, B, C, D and E courses. D and E course are the 2 that come back towards the gondola station. A, B and C actually are folded away on the north face, so don't ever think you can go past those and get back to the beginner course, because you'll end up in the middle of nowhere. In amongst those courses at the top as well, you'll find the only area in Nozawa where there's open inbound tree skiing. Now, the tree skiing up there is at your own risk, of course, so make sure you've got the right insurance, but Patrol are more than happy for you guys to head in that way under the lift lines and down through the trees, because you always filter back out to a course. Some of the best runs there can be found on 20 or 30 centimetre powder days, so get to the top as quick as you can. All of the lower black runs, from Challenge 39 right across to Grand Prix and Hachiman on the other side of the mountain, are ungroomed and steep. So great on powder days, and a little bit mogly if it hasn't snowed in a while. The only groomed black run in Nozawa is Kandahar course, steep race courses on the far left of the map, and great if you can get on it, but often reserved to race days. If you've got any other questions at all, the offices at Villa Nozawa, Lodge Nagano, Kaya and Central are open from 8 AM till 7 PM, and our staff are more than happy to answer any questions you may have. But for now, go and settle in, and we hope you enjoy your stay in Nozawa Onsen.